Hello. Okay. Next tutorial. This tutorial was originally meant to be a camouflage army type makeup, and you'll see in a second when I actually start the tutorial. I decided to change my mind at the last second, and I wasn't sure what else I could do to make this look more interesting because I just thought it might be a bit bland just doing a army camouflage makeup. So I asked you guys on Facebook what you guys would you like me to make this into a kind of zombie type look, and you guys said yes. So here it is. This is my gruesome kind of army soldier, zombie, recently possessed, that kind of thing, zombie, sort of. So yeah, it's a load of fun really. So yeah, if you'd like to see how to recreate this look, stay tuned. Okay, so I just sat down to start recording and I've suddenly decided to change my concept. You've obviously seen from the start what this turns out like. I obviously don't know yet, so I was just going to do a regular camouflage makeup, like an army makeup, like organic shapes, that kind of thing, with browns, blacks and greens. But then I just thought, I've got the backdrop, the costume and everything, and I thought it needs something else, so I wasn't sure if I should just make it a zombie soldier or something along those lines, and make it very gory or very demonic, something like that, something I usually do. So I put a message out on my Facebook page asking you guys which you'd prefer to see. So the latter of you guys seem to want to see a zombie soldier or a demonic soldier. So that's what I'm going to go for. So the same thing as before, except I'm still going to do the camouflage painting, but I'm going to add some prosthetics in there and probably some blood, so yeah. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to block out my eyebrows. I'll probably link here to a tutorial I've done in the past teaching you guys how to do that, just because I need to save some time in this video. Make sure to block them out as thickly as you can, like with a layer of Spirit Gum, then wax, and maybe another layer of Spirit Gum, because I'm going to be, rather than using a gelatin prosthetic, I'm just going to be using some liquid latex and some tissue just to build up my forehead. Reason being for that is, I've only just decided to do this, and I've not sculpted a piece. It'll be fine, so yeah, so let's block them out, and we'll go from there. Then I'm going to take some regular liquid latex and a sponge, and I'm going to start coating over my eyebrows and just my forehead area. So I'll probably do about 2 coats of that, and then I'll start on with some tissue, but I need to let that dry fully first. So there we are. So I've done a few coats of latex just to get a good base going. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some regular tissue paper, and I've already pulled it in two, so I've got 2 sides, 2 thinner halves, just so it sticks better and saturates better. So then I can put it into little tiny strips like this. It's easier to work a strip at a time. So the idea now is that I take some more liquid latex. I'm just going to start dabbing it in one area at a time, and then I can take the tissue and I can just press that in place. I'm going to start down and work upwards, and I can just saturate it in some more liquid latex and then let that dry. So I'm probably end up doing about, I think I want this to be quite thick, so probably about 6 to 7 coats of tissue now, just letting it dry in between each coat. So the idea is I'm going to have probably about maybe 1 to 2 coats of tissue up here, tapering off on the edges, but I want this brow to be very, I don't know about angry looking, maybe demonic, just a raised brow basically, similar to that I did in my Exorcist video. There we are. So I've got this a lot more prominent brow, and it goes straight across. It just gives a very demonic and emotionless look. Yeah. So once that's dry, I can start my next step. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try something a little bit new. I've took some fake nails, cut them into really little tiny shapes, and hot glued gunned them together to give these. So little teeth, basically. So the idea is I'm going to, I think I'll have them probably about there, maybe. Yeah, so the idea is to give like an exposed teeth kind of, yeah. But I'm going to cover a lot of it in gelatin, I think, to get this to stick down. So yeah, so I'm going to take some gelatin. You can get gel effects and stuff like that. I'm just using regular store-bought gelatin that I've mixed with glycerin. But the idea is I'm going to take a spatula, I'm just going to smooth it all around this area here, because it's going to be a nice adhesive to stick these down to. Yeah, so once I've done that, I'm going to give it a couple of seconds to get tacky and then just press these teeth in. There we are. I'm just going to let that dry for a couple of seconds before I apply the teeth. It'll also give a nice texture as well. So, the reason I'm not using silicone, I was going to use 3rd degree for the first time, but it's probably not a very good idea considering I've used latex up here. You can't have latex anywhere near silicone, it just doesn't cure when you do that. So rather than risk it, I'm just going to use the gelatin. So that should start going nice and tacky. Yes, it has. So I can take my teeth and I can start positioning them where I want them to be. Then I can take some more of the gelatin and just start pulling it over the edge of the teeth just to bond them together a little bit more. Then I can just take liquid latex again and a cotton bud. I can just slightly dab it on top. The idea for this is when it dries I can peel it back and it's going to look like the skin is flapping over the top of it. That's the idea anyway. So there we go. So as that's drying, I'm just going to start colouring in this whole area here. So I'm going to do, as I said, I was going to do this camouflage army makeup, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start by taking a dark green, this is grass green by Snazaroo, and I'm going to cover that all over my face and neck just to get a good base going, because then I can put the browns and blacks over the top of it. Then I'm going to take a lime green watercolour, and I'm just going to start drawing on these very organic shapes all around here. Don't worry about the whole zombie effect, I'll do that after I've done a pattern. Just in random squiggles, and you'll see as I'm doing it. I'm then going to take another Snazaroo colour, this is in dark brown, and I'm going to do exactly the same again, just intertwining amongst these other colours, and yeah, just try to get a distinct edge as you do it. Then I can take my black Snazaroo colour and I can do again the same thing a 3rd time. Just again, I know you can obviously tell, but try not to make it too symmetrical as well. I think I'm going to use the yellow as well, just to tie it in a bit more. This is just a bright yellow colour. So there we are. So now the fun part. I'm going to start applying some fake blood, and don't worry about my neck, I'm going to do that last because I'm going to take my top off and then I'm going to do some more patterns there. So, right, for the fake blood, I'm going to be using gelatin blood. Now this is something I make whenever I want the blood to be quite prominent but dark and stay there because it will dry in place. And I want it to go all around this mouth area. So I'll pop a link here to a tutorial where I've made gelatin blood in the past, just so if you guys want to do it this way. So I've made it extra dark so that it's going to look like proper thick coagulated. So right, so I'm applying it. I'm going to let it cool down for a little bit because obviously you don't want it to be too hot. So once it's cooled down, it's started to get very thick, I can start taking my spatula and I can just start applying it all the way around the entire area of the mouth here. Okay, so I'm super sorry, but once again I have changed it. After doing it onto the side, it just started looking a bit too cartoony, so I took the teeth and I literally removed it. That's the brilliant thing about gelatin, you can just peel it off and put it back down again. So I've peeled it all off and put it back down here, so yeah. So, okay, so I might do some more of the blood over here later on, but yeah, so for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some Nicotine Tooth Decay effect, which is a regular you can get from Mehron Kryolan, and I'm just going to paint every other tooth, I think, just to make them look a bit more decayed and icky. I'm then just going to take a Grimace Black Cream, and I'm just going to ever so lightly dust that around both my eyes, just to make them look a bit darker and more sunken in. Then I can take some Collection 2000 gel eyeliner, and I need a gel eyeliner pen then, and I'm going to apply that in the waterline of both my eyes. This next step is something I got from the amazing Claire Delise Art, who recently used this in one of her tutorials. I've never heard of it before, and oh my god, it's amazing. It's basically Graftobian do a product called Magic Blood Powder. The idea is you apply it as a powder, just in random places, like stippling it on, and once you spray it with water, it activates and you get this amazing multi-toned blood splatter effect. It's amazing. So I'm going to take a fluffy brush, a small amount of this product, it goes a very long way, and I'm just going to dab this in random places on this makeup, and then I'll activate it with the water, just so then I can spray it with regular water and watch the magic happen. And the brilliant thing about all of this, every product I've used sets. So leave the watercolours, the gelatin, the fixed spray, everything. Not the fixed spray, the blood spray rather. So yeah, so this will just stay on now and it'll just peel off in one go. So now I've done my face, I'm just going to quickly do my body. I'm going to do it in exactly the same way, so I won't show you guys. I'm just literally going to take my top off, do the same patterning, spray it with blood. Yeah, I might apply a bit more blood here, we'll see. But yeah, so I'll get right back to you. And there we go, so I've hopped on my costume, which you don't have to have the hat, I just think it looks quite cool. But yeah, my costume's just a regular army outfit, matching the backdrop and the makeup. Yeah, so I also painted my ears green as well, because I completely forgot about that, and I hate painting my ears, but it's fine. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I also added some more blood on my neck, because, yeah, it's icky and disgusting, and it just makes this look a bit more, doesn't it really? The contact lenses are from camoeyes.com. I'll pop the link in the description bar below. And yeah, so they're just these kind of bloodshot lenses that look creepy. I was going to have whiteout lenses, but I thought this would be a bit more zombie-y. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is my army zombie soldier dude type person. I will be doing another zombie, a proper zombie, later on this year, I promise. It's just, this might be more fun for now, and I really want to do the camouflage makeup, and it's all a lot of fun, really, isn't it? So yeah, so I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this tutorial, and if you like it, you know the usual, make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. And yeah, so until next time, bye.